What is going on, guys? So in today's video we're going to be pretty much pulling the motor on the new car. If you guys didn't see the video, go watch it. It's pretty boring. But yeah, we're going to be pulling the motor on the 240 because it has rod knock. Now, don't do what I'm doing, and I don't really want to do this, but at the same time I do. And the reason I'm doing this is because I haven't been able to find a dual cam KA that doesn't have rod knock, because for whatever reason I just can't find it anywhere. I go to all those Japanese places with used engines, I can't find them there, and all the ones I see like on OfferUp, Craigslist, they all have rod knock. So yeah, I'm not really having any luck trying to finding a dual cam KA, and I don't really want to put a single cam in here because it's already a dual cam car, so I might as well just keep it dual cam. But since it has rod knock, that pretty much means that the bearing for the rod, if you guys know a little bit about engines, now correct me if I'm wrong, but you pretty much got your piston, you got your rod, and on the rod it has, they're not really bearings like you would think. It's just a metal ring like this, like a C, and then you put one on the bottom, one on the top, and that's pretty much your bearing, and that's the bearing for the crankshaft. Now, I don't know what exactly makes it get shaved down, but it pretty much gets shaved down and it gets really thin, so it's kind of loose in there and vibrates and all that. So I'm thinking it's like an oil starvation problem with KAs, because I've seen so many KAs, dual cams especially, that have rod knock. But what I'm going to be doing today is, or in this video at least, I'm not going to take it out today, but I'm pretty much just going to put new bearings and see if I can have it running. I know, like I said, that's not the smartest thing, but in the process that I do that, I'm going to paint the engine bay when the engine's out and all that. And the time that it takes me to paint the engine and kind of fix this one, if I find another used dual cam that works, I'll probably buy that and throw it in. But as of now, I haven't been able to find anything, so this is what I'm just doing temporarily. I don't really plan on, having this forever. It's just kind of like a fix for now, because I can't really drive it with rod knock, especially when it's this hard. So I kind of just want to see maybe if the bearings will work, like I said. And I know that the crankshaft can get scored and all that, but I'm going to see how bad it is. If it's not that bad, I'm still going to try it anyways. Bearings are like less than $100, so I'd rather just try that. Just maybe it'll work for a month or two, if that. Who knows, but at least I'll pull my first motor, so that's why I'm kind of doing this. And like I said, I'm going to be painting the engine bay, so if you guys have any color you guys want to see, I need to sneeze, hold up. So like I was saying before I got interrupted with that sneeze, if you guys have a color that you think would look cool, or ideas or any of that, comment down below and I'll see if I can, get to those or whatever. Or I don't even know when I'm going to be posting this video, so maybe by the time I post it, it's already painted and everything, if that makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, don't do what I'm doing. Just rebuild your motor, go the right way. And I was thinking of rebuilding it, but I'm still just hoping to maybe find an SR somewhere out there, or maybe a dual cam KA. I don't really want to go SR because they're crazy expensive, especially because I don't have the money, enough to do that. So if it gets rod knock again, then I'll just rebuild it and just stop looking for other ones. But again, I can't find anyone that rebuilds it. So if you guys know anyone around the Inland Empire, let me know so I can rebuild this, do a full rebuild, so it's fresh. So right now I'm currently working on taking off the headers and the intake and radiator hoses and all that. But I'm going to try to leave everything on the engine as much as I can, so I can just pull the motor and everything will be on there, and then when I put it back in, it'll just be like a straight toss in, and I won't have to put everything back on. So what I'm going to try to do is leave the intake manifold on and all the fuel rail and everything on there, and just pretty much disconnect everything back here, and just like I said, just pull the motor. I don't know if I'm going to show that on the video or not, but it's pretty much just rip all the wires around it off. Everything over there is unplugged. The starter, all the fuel lines, everything is good to go. The radiator, I don't think we're going to need to pull it out because we're just doing the motor, not the motor and transmission. But if we do, that's pretty easy. Just a couple bolts down there. I don't even know if it has any, but yeah, so pretty much everything is good to pull it out. All we need is the two motor mounts and the transmission bolts and this power steering pump, the lines, which is all easy stuff. And the headers, we couldn't get those out because it was hitting on the steering column, steering link, and it's still hitting on there. So what I'm thinking of doing is just removing this one, loosening up that one, or either taking them both out and just kind of pushing the motor over just a little. That's all we need, so we can pull those out. And then since we don't have an engine hoist, we have to wait for tomorrow, so we can just pull it out, throw some new bearings in, see if that fixes it, and if it does, then good. I'm sure it's only going to last a while, and it's going to go back to rod knock because the crank might be messed up, but it's worth a try. And pretty much we're just doing this to learn, because we're gonna take the motor out eventually, so might as well take it out now and try to fix that. And like I said, while I'm painting everything and all that, and if I find another one, then I'll buy it and throw it in, because this one will be out by then. But if not, then we're just gonna run it like this for a while. I know it's hacking off, but yeah, I just need coils, arms, suspension arms, rims. Yeah, we need a lot of stuff, but we need that to be running in order to do all that, because there's no point of doing that if we don't even have an engine, if that makes sense. So like I said, we pretty much have everything disconnected. The harness is over there and all the cables, and everything should be disconnected. All we need is pretty much just to pick it up and take it out. And the hardest part is probably going to be disconnecting it from the transmission, but it's already slightly disconnected. I don't know, you guys probably can't see. But yeah, my dad's boss let us borrow this hoist that's really old, and I'm going to need to buy my own because it's not mine. But it'll do the job for today. So we have the engine wrapped up with a really thick, it's not a wire, what is it? Rope, I guess. And yeah, we're pretty much just going to pull it out. And yeah, this is going to be my first engine pull. Well, my dad and my first engine pull, so that's going to be fun. So as you can see, we pulled the motor. Now, it's a lot easier than I thought it'd be, because I always thought pulling an engine was, you know, pretty hard. But pretty much all you do is disconnect all the wires in here, like everything that pretty much leads to like fuel lines, the harness, everything. You just unplug it, move it to the side, unbolt the tranny, unbolt the motor mounts. It's pretty simple, and you just yank it right out. The hardest part is getting it out of the input shaft, but that wasn't even really that hard. As you can see, I have the engine back here, ready to throw the rod bearings on. Like I said, this is going to be a temporary fix. It's not going to be a full, you know, I'd like to do a full rebuild on this, but I don't really want to do that right now, because I just want to get the car running and driving. Like I said, temporarily. And I might build another block on the side, whether it's a KA or something else. I'm still not sure what I'm going to be doing, but like I said, this is temporary. I'm going to be making a video separate to putting the rods on and all that, so if you guys want to see that, check it out. Just go to my channel, and I'll probably have it there in a few days or so. But yeah, and then I'm also going to be painting the engine bay, which that's going to be another video, and it's also going to be another video putting it in. This is just a video just taking it out, you know, just showing you guys all that. And yeah, we got the old KA right here. I don't really know what else to say, but yeah, stay tuned for painting the engine bay, throwing the rods on, the rod bearings on, and throwing it back in, and hopefully getting the car running. Hopefully. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.